TheSenjuGkage back at it again, bringing you that Naruto 625 chapter manga review. And in this chapter, we got one of my predictions coming true. Hashirama chose to murk himself, of course. I mean, he's not gonna choose to murk his brother, right? But Madara stops him and says, "I've seen your true resolve. I've seen the kind of person you really are," and stops him from murking himself. Personally, if it was me, if I was Madara and I was laying there, I would have just let him murk himself and would have just looked at him like, oh, he got murked. Outside of that, we also found out how Konoha was truly formed. Because, I mean, the past stories told by Obito and whatnot, it made it sound like Madara agreed to form the village with Hashirama, and then all of a sudden he got mad, or all of a sudden he turned crazy and wanted to pull a coup d'etat on Hashirama and Konoha just for no reason. Just no reason. Just, I want the power. But we saw that wasn't actually the case. Madara actually came up with the name Konoha, and Hashirama came up with Hokage. And he actually had a crucial part, integral part in forming the foundation of the village, right? And even Hashirama wanted him to be the first Hokage. And the whole reason he wasn't was because of Tobirama. Tobirama is always the one in the middle when something happens. He always the one. When he came up on top while Hashirama and Madara was talking about how the village was going to form, how different clans wanted to join the village, Madara gave him that look like, boy, you may be Hashirama's brother, but I'll never forget you killing my brother. If it wasn't for Hashirama, I would murk you right here, right now. Right here, right now. And Tobirama was the one who told Hashirama that, hey, even though you like Madara, even though you chose Madara to be the first Hokage, no one in the village is going to follow that. Not even the Uchiha. They all follow you. They all know you was the true founder of the village and whatnot. They have no trust in Madara, so it wouldn't work. So you don't want to be like Dad. You don't want to govern the village like Dad governed the Senju clan in times of war, because you see where that led, basically. In contemplating this, Hashirama had to agree to become the first Hokage instead, while Madara was outside listening the whole time. And so Madara realized that Tobirama, if he should become the second Hokage, because obviously Madara knows he's not going to become the second Hokage since no one trusts him, right? If Tobirama becomes the second Hokage, his people are going to be oppressed, systematically oppressed within the village of Konoha. So he said, there's no point. There's no point in forming this alliance. There's no point in cooperating with the Senju and the other clans in the village at this time, because we all know what lies ahead in the future. As he discussed this with Hashirama, he also revealed that he didn't tell the Uchiha to try to pull a coup d'etat or to try to start a war within the village. He told the Uchiha to distance themselves from the rest of the clans in the village because of the fact of what will happen if Tobirama becomes Hokage. Yet no one in his own clan believed him. And so now he's at a point where he already lost all of his brothers, right? So you got that pain of loss. Then you got the pain of loss from having your own people not even trust who you are and what you stand for. So who do you really have? Who do you really have on Earth? Nobody. I mean, Hashirama said he thought of him as a brother and he wanted him to be at his side and govern the village. But Madara knew at the same time, like, yeah, you call me a brother, you say we close and all this, but at the end of the day, if you had to choose between me or your real brother Tobirama, it's obvious that you would choose your real brother, right? So there's really no one that Madara had on Earth to share that type of bond with. That undeniable, unconditional loyalty between brothers or between family. And we also found out, finally, what was really on that Uchiha tablet. And it wasn't even nothing big. Like, I thought it was gonna be some way to access some unknown ultimate jutsu, or to go on the path to accessing some ultimate jutsu, or becoming a sage or something. But it's just It's just him. It's just a tablet talking about yin and yang, the grand reality of all duality and all that crap. Black and white, opposing forces working in harmony. That's all it is. And so realizing all of this, Madara then decides to leave the village and pursue his own path, because everything else has become futile. And if Hashirama and the Senju clan and the Konoha village are the light, then he will be the darkness, because he has nothing left. And we already know how the Uchiha become more unstable and become more powerful as their hate grows through their pain of loss. So Madara at this point, basically this is the point where he goes crazy. And he says, F it. F the world. I have nothing left. So I'm gonna do what I want. And then we come to the point that Obito told Sasuke way back about Hashirama and Madara having a fight to the death, and Hashirama eventually coming out on top. Now what I want to know is, in that fight, you know Madara says that he awakened the Rinnegan right at the end of the fight when he was about to die, right? So I think now we need to see what actually happened to make him awaken the Rinnegan. Because I mean, like how would you awaken the Rinnegan anyway? You needed Senju cells and the Uchiha cells, because you had to have some form of sage in you, right? So how did he get Senju cells inside him at the end? I don't understand how that would work. Or maybe Masashi comes up with another way and says that, you know, because of Madara's hate growing so deeply at the point when he's about to die, and not being able to realize his ideals and not being able to live his life with his brothers and his people, maybe that in turn activates his Rinnegan. So we'll see what happens next week. Until then, don't forget to like and subscribe for more Naruto manga reviews. TheSenjuGkage, baby. And that's how we do it.